Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyakashaw.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we got another LEGO Harry Potter years 5 through 7 video for you. This one happens to be level 10. Love hurts. Love hurts. That's right, and it's free play. We're gonna just have the same regular character requirements. We're gonna shoot for that true wizard requirement of 35,000 studs. And of course, we're gonna have to go ahead and start off in the leaky cauldron and head on over to our magic carpet. And on the right, upper right, I don't know what the billboard, postcard, I don't know what it is, but the upper right area with the lower left selection, if that makes sense. We're going to go ahead and choose our strong character, which is Remus Lupin. And look at that, we're going to start right off. Now, keep in mind, this is free play. We have sped things up just ever so slightly, and we've removed all loading and cutscenes. So we're just going to kind of keep on keeping on right through all this and try to get done as quickly as possible. Now, you can see we started off with Reducto in the back wall right below the painting. We've removed the silver bricks, and we used our key character, Mrs. Cole, to go ahead and open the door and give us the first blue or Ravenclaw crest piece. So, all right, we're moving right along. Over on the right-hand side, you're going to notice a little orange handle we're going to need a strong character for. Go ahead and rip that bad boy open, and wait, what's this? We got them dancing bones. Looks like you're going to play a little tune for us, too. Hey, buddy, what you got? Maybe some Justin Bieber, or how about some, no Bieber? Aw, that's too bad. All right, well, anyhow, we do get a character token, and it happens to be Professor Slughorn. So we are off and running quick-like, and speaking of quick-like, you might be obliged to use the old quick links down below in the video description. Now, if you're in a hurry for a specific item, or maybe you already know how to beat this level and you just need that student in peril, whatever the case may be, you are welcome to go ahead and use those and zip on through this level. Now, you probably noticed a little bit of hesitation back there. It's because I was a little offset by the fact that I already got the true wizard requirement. And yeah, so we're just doing some story bits. There is a cauldron in the bottom right corner that needs 3 elements. And of course, there is a piano in the back right that needs 2 pieces of sheet music. Now, the first one was actually sitting right in front of us next to this aquamenti tank. And we picked it up and we slammed it on the piano already. The second one actually requires you to fill that aquamenti tank. And then look at that, we've got the second one. So we're going to go ahead and play a quick little tune here. Oh, look at that. He actually kicked down with something from... I love the river dance these guys do. It always cracks me up. But it happens to be the second item that we needed for the old cauldron. The third one's going to be right here up by the fireplace. But we're going to actually pay attention to the fireplace itself before grabbing that item. Well, all right, a little bit of a blunder here. I do grab that item here in a second on accidente, but as it turns out, we got to put out the fire. And we need to dig up some, well, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but there's some stinky paw bits there. So we're going to go ahead and switch to our digging character. But unfortunately, I was too close, and it's a case of the same button syndrome. As you probably know, circle is the button for us to pick up an item if you're standing next to it. And also, if you are Remus Lupin and selected on Animagus, it's actually going to be circle to go ahead and switch to the werewolf. Now, yeah, okay, so jumping ahead real quick, did you see that? I was kind of stuck there. The game froze, and I thought I was going to have to play this level all over again, but it turns out that it just, like, got hung up there. I'm not sure, and so it respawned the block that needed to be put there, so I went and grabbed it and slammed it down and took a sip of the scissor, and it took us to a cutscene, which we have removed. And check it out. Now we are building a reindeer. I don't think that's Rudolph. No red nose there. But we're going to go ahead and place it above the old fireplace, which drops down a chandelier with a shiny, shiny silver ball at the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and target that. Booyakashaw! And look at that. It drops down and busts open the table, giving us a key. A key? What's this going to do? It's going to open this back cabinet and give us access to the juice that we need to move along here. So we're going to go ahead and rifle through all of the potions and all of the drawers. And if I do remember correctly, it should take us away. Yep. All right, here we are in the boys' toilets. I think that's a little bit inappropriate. It's more of a restroom, right? I mean, there's sinks and there's all sorts of stuff going on in here. It doesn't have to be the toilets, right? It's kind of a weird way to explain it. So anyhow, as soon as you start here, you're going to advance forward down the hallway, and you're going to see Draco here, and you're going to get engaged with a duel. Now, there are 4 hearts that you need to remove, and as a reminder, we highly recommend you drop your force field shield the second you have the ability to, and then, of course, try and match up the color spell, which he may, depending on which character you have, he may have some spells that you don't. Like, for example, the focus spell is not something that everybody has. Even Remus doesn't have the focus spell, but, you know, you got other guys like, you know, Harry and Snape, and there's a bunch of guys that do have it, so... All right, once you are completed with this battle here, he's going to run off and go jump on the toilet. So I guess that kind of makes sense. He's on the boys' toilet. But back in the upper left-hand corner of this open area, you're going to see an orange handle. So switch to your strong character of choice and rip that off. And check it out. You can actually ride the old fountain all the way up to the top and grab that yellow or Hufflepuff house crest. So, oh, yeah. Now, there's a few studs scattered around the sides, and of course, there are some dark magic pieces there, too. We're going to come back to those in a little bit. We're going to make our way all the way around, and we're actually going to utilize some dark magic, but this is going to be to remove this cart. It's kind of a maintenance cart, and once we get that out of the way, we can make our way back through. I guess there's some more toilets back here, so maybe the toilets isn't appropriate. It's just pretty much nothing but toilets in here. And, you know, for a big school like this does not, I don't know, it almost seems excessive still. You know what I mean? There seems like there's an awful lot of urinals. But right here, right above the urinal, you're going to actually find a deluminator lamp spot. We're going to go ahead and suck that light out and take it across right back to where we were out in this open area, but on the left-hand side. And check it out, we're going to go ahead and deploy that light, and what's it do? It actually just makes the Draco suit token appear. So we'll grab that, thank you very much. And you can see I actually play with these little, see, and that was weird, like, I flip it open and there's nothing there, and as it turns out, you can actually ride the steam up and grab some, it looks like there's a bluesy, and I don't know if there's some Poiples in there too, but, oh, there's another dark magic door. We'll go ahead and rip that off. Now, here in a second, you're actually going to see an edit. Now, it was another one of those user error moments where I knew what needed to be done, but for whatever reason, I couldn't get it done. Now, I know that I have to fill this tank up with Aquamenti, and I know that the camera then pounds up top, and it shows me that there's these weird kind of like, I don't know, pathways for the water to travel, and we need to move one of those and kind of steal the water to siphon it over and fill up this brown tank right here. But, you know, it was not very clear to me. In fact, I actually switched to Ron, and I used Pidgewiggin to go up there, but he couldn't get up that tube. And, yeah, so you can see here, I show you a little bit of this, but then I actually do an edit. But I wanted to make sure that you guys saw, too, that I bust open this door over here right around the corner. I think it's right now is when I get this bad boy. Yep, so I just didn't want to leave anything out. But I do switch to, I believe it's, oh yeah, it's Ginny. And I drop old Arnold out here. And Arnold is capable of climbing the tube, going straight up. I'm not sure why Pidgewiggin couldn't do it. I'm sure there's a reason. I'm sure one of you have some explanation for me. But you can see I've tilted this little thingy, and now the water's going to change paths once I use Leviosa, of course. And it's going to fill up the tank, and check it out. What do we get? We get some bricks. We can build up. You know what this is? This is actually dynamite. That's right. We've got a little cherry bomb we're going to drop in the old toilet system here, which I really highly recommend not doing. You'll get in a lot of trouble for this. But this was kind of an old joke that we used to see in movies a lot back in the early 80s and the 70s, I guess. Stand By Me is one of the ones that stands out the most, where they put the old cherry bomb in there. But anyhow, we actually blast open the plumbing, and Draco comes flying out. And of course, now we can go and approach him one more time. And this time I was smart. I actually chose a character who does have all of the spells, and including even focus. So look at that. Avacadabra. That's right. Down. Man down. And we got 3 more of those, and then I think we are going to head off into the Room of Requirement, if I remember correctly. And all right, so 2 down, 3 down, now 1 to go, and all right, so yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, we always love to hear your feedback. In fact, some of you guys even commented that you were disappointed that I was calling the house crest just by their colors, so I've tried to step it up and call them by their house names too. So hey, Gryffindor, the red house crest is up next, and we're gonna start off by well, there are these weird, like, I'm not even sure what to call them. They're like these weird displays. They're almost like a little miniature puppet show kind of thing. Maybe like a TV of older days, you know, like you had one channel and it was only puppets. I don't know really what I'm talking about, but I'll show you all 3 of them here in a second. We do need a couple of items in order to advance past this first wall here. In fact, we need to go ahead and fill up this cauldron here. And so you can see I've already grabbed the first 2 items, which are right there by where we spawn, and the third one's going to be inside this tube. So luckily we still got Ginny out. We know Arnold can make his way up, down, and around, and he's going to push out the final piece needed, which happens to be, I believe it's a basilisk tooth, or serpent tooth, as I like to call it. And all right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a drink. And what do we got? I guess we already had a strong character, so we probably could have just pulled that strong handle, but in the event you don't, we actually work our way through. Now, as soon as we get through, there is actually an item in need of repair here. And it should give you Arthur Weasley, who we have already picked up through a number of different levels, and we purchased one of them at the beginning of one of our free play videos. But okay, so there are 3 of these things you have to find. That one you had to repair. Now the next one is actually just beyond this wall here that we got to get rid of, and the third one is over beyond the right wall. So it's going to be just a hot second before we can actually get our way over there. But I'm going to show you how to do it, and I don't scatter things up, so I'm not going to get anything else in between, and I am going to prove to you that you can get all the way over there and back and finish everything in this area. So yeah, when you are ready to go ahead and take out the secondary piece here, because there's 3 blockades total, so we're working on the secondary blockade. And yes, this one's gonna require a little help from a Weasley. So we happen to have Arthur out, so he's gonna shake up the old box there and spread. I don't know what that is. It's the weirdest thing. It's like instant desert or something. And there's always a devil snare that comes in and takes care of things. So thank you very much. We now have access to get into this new area. Check it out. There's actually a bunch of pieces just sitting there waiting to be built up. And there we go. It's like, I guess it's like a little puppet show, right? I mean, is there something else? Am I missing something, guys? Is there something in the movie or in the books that this is referencing? Please let me know down below. I know it'll probably be too late to really make anything of it, but knowing is half the battle. And I would love to know. So, all right, inside the second area, we're going to go ahead and find another Weasley box. I guess it's technically the third area. So behind the second barricade, we find a Weasley box. And we're going to go ahead and use that to, well, blammo some things out of the way. And check it out. Now we, well, what do we got? We got to, oh, that's right. We got to build up this old, whatchamacallit, which plays some music. And then all of a sudden, everything starts playing. And then the guitar goes crazy and smashes its way through here. So it gets a little metal on you. I think that's what happens, right? See here. Oh, yep, that's right. All right, that was so metal. All right, so now we have our way through into the next area, which, check it out, right over on the right-hand side. We just need to simply use Leviosa to clean it up, and booyaka show! We get the old Gryffindor house crest piece, and now we just need to actually grab the old Slytherin house crest piece, which in the third area, or behind the second barricade, you might have noticed, it's actually right next to the second puppet show place, there was a dark magic harp. We go ahead and simply manipulate that with dark magic, and it's going to go ahead and peek the fancy of the guy inside the painting and give us what we need. So we have officially collected all of the collectibles for this level, so go ahead and pat yourself on the back, maybe drop a thumbs up and a comment down below thanking us for our time helping you through this, or not. I'm just kind of tooting my own horn for a second. But yeah, so we've used Defendo over on the right, and we built up this big anvil, and then it opened up the right side of the drapes. The left side actually has an Aquamenti tank, which you just fill up, and check it out. It's going to go ahead and open up the final door, and check it out. All 4 house crests are officially ours, yielding us a gold brick. And all 3 character tokens. Let's see, we got Professor Slughorn, easy for me to say, Ginny Weasley, I love old Jenny, and Draco, the suit edition. So he's all snazzied up for us. You didn't have to do that, Draco. But we did get that wizard requirement. True wizard, that is. And all right, look at that. We've almost 6 million studs. I don't know about you, but I'm getting rather excited about that because we're going to spend a lot. And hey, buddy, turn that frown upside down. Yep, that's another gold brick for us for that. And of course, we're going to go ahead and collect them all right now, putting us to the grand total of 71. So if you're following along and you've collected only what we've collected, you should have 71 gold bricks. And but hey, you know what this screen means. That's going to wrap it up for Lego Harry Potter years 5 through 7. Level 10, Love Hurts, free play with all of the collectibles. All right, that's terrible. My friend Ryan, that was here, I mentioned him in a previous video that he was helping me out a couple days ago. Yeah, so check this out. he got a scholarship for singing. He's a singer, and one of our friends is actually a famous singer now, but he told me my singing was terrible. So let me know down below what you think, or head on over to Facebook or Twitter, and give me a little feedback on my singing. Is it hilariously funny? Is it completely annoying? Is it worthy of a mute button? You know, whatever you say, it's not going to hurt my feelings. It's only going to change whether I sing all the time or none of the time, and I won't tell you which of your responses will result in those scenarios. So yeah, that's right. I'm saying if you tell me you hate my singing, I may sing all the time. That's what I'm saying. But if you love my singing, I'll probably sing all the time too. So all right, hey, anyways, I am just flapping my yapper. That's gonna do it for me. As always, until next time. Ooh, your singing hurts.